What drives me totally nuts? Seeing people toss cash at stocks. Like it's a slot machine. Totally forgetting they're drowning in credit card debt. With 22% interest. Just watching them fail. It's like trying to fill a bucket with giant holes and wondering why it's empty. I'm Nick, and I obsess over money, smart investing, and why folks always mess up the wealth building order. Want to know the right way to invest, not just gamble? Hit subscribe and like this video if it saves you some costly blunders. This might surprise you. 1 in 3 Americans has no emergency savings. The average stash: a measly $500. Seriously. Less than a car payment. It's even down from last year. Yet, they ask if they should buy stocks or crypto. It's like asking for a Ferrari when your current car needs a new transmission. The reality? There's a smart order to investing that saves you a ton of cash and speeds up financial freedom. But most people skip it for the flashy stuff. Not the actual progress. They want to jump to the fun part without the essential basics. Today, I'll show you the exact order to invest your money, step by step, to boost returns and cut risk. And trust me, some parts will shock you. Especially why employer match is key, and why HSAs are a hidden gem. But first, let's see why getting the order wrong is a disaster. Think of building a house. You don't pick light fixtures before fixing the foundation, right? Yet, that's what most people do with money. They chase hot ETFs while ignoring the cost of this mistake. Every month you delay paying off 22% debt is a month it grows faster than any investment. Ignoring investing in taxable accounts before maxing tax-advantaged ones. That's cash you hand to the IRS too soon. First, build an emergency fund. I know, it sounds boring. You want stock tips. But this is crucial. It's not just for emergencies. It's a safety net. It stops you from making dumb moves when life hits. Car trouble or a medical bill. Your fund means no forced selling or costly debt. How much? The old advice is 3 to 6 months, but it's too vague. It depends. Stable job. 3 months might work. Freelancer in a shaky field. Maybe 6 months or more. My advice for most: save your first $1,000 fast. It covers small issues and gives you peace of mind. Then, aim for 1 month's expenses. Hit that, then build to 3 months. This breaks it down. But here's a twist. Research shows people with $2,000 saved had 21% higher financial well-being. That's the biggest boost from any factor measured. $2,000 isn't huge. Kill all high-interest debt. I mean anything over 8% annually. Credit cards are the worst. With rates over 22%. It's financial poison. It outpaces nearly any investment return. Carrying this with rocks in your backpack. Paying off high-interest debt is a guaranteed return. Let's look at $5,000 in 22% debt. Minimum payments mean nearly $2,800 in interest over 5 years. That money could have been growing for you. Every dollar you use to pay it off is a guaranteed 22% return. Better than Buffett's average. How to pay it off? List debts by interest rate. Pay minimums, then dump extra cash on the highest rate. That's the debt avalanche method. It saves the most money. Snowball is good for motivation. But avalanche is smarter. Now, here's the crucial exception. If your employer offers a retirement match, contribute enough to get the full match. Do this before paying off all high-interest debt. It seems odd, but the math is solid. Employer match is a guaranteed 100% return. Even with 22% credit card debt, a 100% immediate return often wins. It's free money, doubled. For example, a 50% match up to 6% of your salary. Earn $50,000. Contributing $3,000 for a $1,500 match is a 50% immediate return. Plus investment growth. Taxes on your stock market gains. Exploding head, let's put that in perspective. If you've got $5,000 in credit card debt, paying 22% interest and only making minimum payments, you'll shell out almost $2,800 in interest over 5 years. You're losing money. That cash could be working for you, not against you. Every dollar you. Here are a few options for rewriting the subtitle, keeping it concise, engaging, and natural for TikTok/YouTube, while maintaining the original meaning. Warren Buffett's secret. Here's his simple debt payoff plan. Here are a few options for your TikTok/YouTube subtitle, keeping it concise, engaging, and natural sounding. Then, aggressively pay off your highest interest debt first. This is the debt avalanche method, saves you the most money, though some prefer the debt. The snowball method, crush debt by paying off small balances first for a quick win. But the avalanche method is way faster. Now, here's where it gets wild. But there's one big exception to paying off debt first. And this is key to your next smart move. Employer match for your retirement. Huge deal. Pay off debt and get the full match. It's possible. Employer match? That sounds weird, but trust me, the math is wild. Here are a few options for your TikTok/YouTube subtitle, keeping them concise, natural, and engaging. Option 1. Carrying 22% credit card debt. Getting a 100% immediate return is a no-brainer. It's like employer doubling found cash on the ground. Here's how. Here's a classic example. Here are a few options for your TikTok/YouTube caption, keeping it short, engaging, and natural sounding. Earning $50,000 per year. Putting in $3,000 gets you a full $1,500 match. Get 50% back instantly, plus all your investment growth. Nothing beats this investment return. Just put enough in to get the full match. Then, send all extra cash to pay off high-interest debt. Once debt-free, boost your retirement savings. This plan gives you the best guaranteed return, fast. But, there's a catch with employer matches. Some have vesting rules. That mean you must stay to keep the company's money. If you're not staying long, check the vesting schedule. Even with vesting, the instant match usually makes it worth it. This base of an emergency fund, no debt, and employer match builds your financial house. Without them, you're investing on shaky ground. Once these are set, we hit the tax optimization zone. That's where things get exciting. Most people fail here, chasing quick wins and skipping tax-free options for taxable accounts. Let's boost your IRA first. It's better than your 401k match, because you control investments and pay lower fees. Employer 401k plans often have pricey funds and hidden fees that eat your gains. With an IRA, you can use cheap index funds and ETFs. Fees are tiny compared to 1 to 2% in many 401ks. That small difference adds up over time, saving you thousands. It's the difference between keeping your money or giving it to fund managers. For 2025, you can put $7,000 in an IRA, $8,000 if you're 50 plus. The extra $1,000 is like a bonus for your future self. Max out your IRA, then go back to your 401k, beyond the match. Now it gets tricky. This choice stumps advisors and clients. Traditional versus Roth, it can save or cost you thousands. It comes down to one simple, complex question. Pay taxes now or later? Traditional accounts let you deduct now. You pay taxes when you withdraw in retirement. Roth accounts are taxed up front. Then, all retirement. Withdrawals are totally tax-free. Here's a good rule for most people. High tax bracket now. Expect lower in retirement. Go traditional for the current tax break. Low tax bracket now. Expect higher later. Choose Roth to pay less tax today. But predicting future taxes is like predicting the weather. Young folks starting out should favor Roth. They're likely in lower tax years now. Peak earners might prefer traditional to cut taxes now. Unsure. Split contribution. Got an HSA? This is where it gets wild. HSAs are America's most overlooked tool. They're a triple threat tax saver. Deduct contributions, like traditional. Money grows tax-free, like any retirement account. And the best part, medical withdrawals are tax-free. Even in retirement. It's the only account that gives tax breaks going in, while growing, and on the way out. For 2025, max HSA at $4,300, individual, or $8,500. You need a high-deductible health plan, though. If you're young, healthy, and rarely see doctors, an HSA is a retirement powerhouse. Here's the HSA hack. Pay current medical bills yourself. If you can. Let your HSA money stay invested. Keep all medical receipts. You can reimburse yourself anytime. Tax-free. See a doctor today, keep the receipt. Get reimbursed 20 years later, tax-free. After 65, you pay income tax on non-medical withdrawals. But medical costs are guaranteed, against a huge retirement risk. Max contributions for 30 years with a 7% return. Could mean over $400,000 for medical. The average couple spends An HSA can erase those costs. Max out 8 for 2025, that's $23,500, or $31,000 if 50 plus. Now you're seriously winning on taxes. With IRA, HSA, and 401k, shelter $35,000 plus yearly. Or more with catch-up contributions. That money compounds without IRS cuts. Here's a shocker. Most people never reach this point. The average American saves 6%, not enough for even the match and IRA, let alone everything else. But if you follow this whole plan, congrats. You're in the top 5% in setting up a dream retirement. This order builds a solid financial foundation. Emergency fund prevents derailment. Debt payoff stops money leaks. Employer match is a guaranteed win. Tax-advantaged accounts let money grow free. But we're not done. Once all tax-advantaged options are maxed, we hit taxable accounts. Most want to start here. There's a specific way to approach this final step. That builds real wealth, not just a hobby. Life gets crazy. Ditch high-interest debt and stop losing cash to interest. Unlock guaranteed returns. Employer match is free money. Plus, tax-advantaged accounts keep more of your cash. Money grows on its own, no government needed. But we're not stopping there. Once you've figured out. Once we've covered all the tax-advantaged options, we finally reach the part most people are waiting for. Let's talk taxable accounts. There's a smart way to handle these. Here are a few options, choose the one that best fits your video's tone. Option 1, direct and punchy. This is where investing gets wild. Taxable accounts let you buy stocks, crypto, or index funds. No limits, no withdrawal rules. But it's also where many mess up, thinking access equals smarts. Here's what bugs me about taxable accounts. People love the freedom and unlimited investing. They forget about the tax drag. Dividends? Taxed. Sell for a profit? The IRS gets paid.